This conference will now be recorded.
Okay. Hello everyone. A very warm good morning to all. Okay. Am I audible? Yes. Okay. So in previous class we discussed about a JavaScript, right? So what do you mean by JavaScript? How it is born, where it is developed, and which companies help for the to developing a JavaScript, and who is the inventor, the Brandon each. Okay, in 1995 he developed a JavaScript. So what is the use of JavaScript? We discussed in previous class. What are the applications? Okay, what are the uses? Where you have to use? How to use? Okay, those all things we create discussed in previous class. Okay, although we discussed a JavaScript looping statement, conditional statement, and also a JavaScript array. That is important. JavaScript array. How you are creating JavaScript? There are three types to create a JavaScript. One is by array literal, by creating new array instance by using new keyword. Okay, then last one is by using an array constructor, also using new keyword. These are the three types we already discussed in previous class, right? So, and also we discussed a array method. An array method we discussed in previous class. Okay, so now we'll work on the few methods. Okay, few methods we are going to discuss. So first one, sorry, so what is the first one here? I'll show you short method. Okay, short join. This is a sort. Okay, what is a sort? If you want to make a, a array, if it is in ascending, if it is in descending, okay, that is called as sorting. Here I am making a this is as a ascending sorting. So first this is a creation. Okay, this is one type of array creation using new array instance. This is a new array instance, sorry, array constructor, because we are using the within a bracket, that is called as constructor, right? Okay, so that is called as array constructor. Now I want to print, I want to sort this one. See, first I have to observe the O, first starting from O, M, B. Okay, so I want to sort this from B because alphabetic order, small to big. So how to do this one? How to sorting the elements? We'll discuss now. So there is a method called a sort method. Okay, the method is called sort. Okay, so what it does, it sorts the element which are in descending or random. It can sort the element and print it. Okay, so how to sort? So there is a method called as sort method. Okay, there is a method called as sort method. Okay, so which you are sorting? The array. Which array? ARR, that's the array name. Okay, using dot we can sort. Okay, so dot is that creates a connection between array and this method. That is why we are using accessing. The dot is accessing the array. So the sort method is which is used to sorting the elements which are already created using the any method of array declaration. Okay, then array is a name of the array, then sort method. Okay, so after sorting I want to store in another variable, that is called as a sorted. Sorted is another variable. Okay, so where is a variable declaration, you already know. Okay, then I want to save this one. Okay, so after sorting you have to print some value. See, now first I want to what I have to do? First I want to print. Okay, first what I have to do? First I'm printing the values. Okay, how we are printing? The using for loop. Okay, without for loop you can print. Okay, so what I have to do? For where I equal to 0, because index starts from 0, semicolon, I is less than, how you are finding the length? The array name dot length, that is finding the length of your array. Okay, I plus plus. If you have more than two value, that incremented by 1. Okay, so within that you are right, uh, what you are right, I want to display some element which are available in a new array, that is called as array. Okay, right, okay, bracket, semicolon, within that, here what you wrote, array name, okay, and with index value, because the every element starts from 0, so we are travels from I, that is 0. Okay, so then semicolon. If you want to print in new line, what you have to do, just give a plus, within double quote you have to write a break, because HTML embedded. Okay, then save. So first I want to give a comment like this. Okay, save. Now I want to execute this one. You see this, the sort.html. Okay, here the same location I stored, because I am taking sort. Okay, sort.html. See, now it prints orange, mango, and banana. Okay, now what I will do, I want to sort. Okay, I want to sort like this, where sorted is one variable to store the sorted elements. Okay, equal to array, that is array name dot sort. Then after that I want to print again. I want to print. Okay, after sorting, just I'm printing like this. Save. Okay, then reload. Undefined, because here what I have to do, again same thing, you have to copy, paste. Okay, so here, sorry, here what I write, here what write a sorted element, right? Sorted. Okay, here we write a sorted, then execute. See here, first you have to observe banana, mango, and orange. Okay, here how you are print as it is, how you are declared like this, you are printing orange, mango, banana, right? So here I am printing using sorted method. B is small than M. Okay, that takes like this, banana first, mango is second, orange is last, like this. This is a one of the array method, you can say this is array method which is sort the element. Okay, so next one is, I want to join the elements, join the array. Okay, so next one is, okay, what you write, just I'm taking one more example. Okay, array joining. So here I am using array joining. If you want to print join two array, okay, array 1, array 2, array 3, you can join n numbers of array using array join method. Okay, so here joining. Okay, here what you do, join or concat, you can say concat, concat. Okay, so within that you have to write a script value, script tag, enter, you have to write script here. Okay, then enter. Here what you have to write, first you have to create two array. Okay, where I'm using literal array. Okay, array 1 equal to, okay, so square bracket, this is this is a declaration of array literal, right? Here I'm writing a, just assume this is one string. Okay, b, so this is first array, right? So I want to copy this one for creating new array, and also third one. Okay, just I'm creating 2, 3. Here I'm copying C, just I'm removing D, E, F, okay, F, G. Like this you can create. Okay, these are three array I'm creating using array literal. Okay, after that I want to concat these three array into one array, that is called as concatenation. Okay, how you are concatenate? Just write where is a variable declaration. Okay, so before what you write, array 1. Okay, array 1, I am copying these two array 2 array 3 into array 1. Okay, that is making a big array. Okay, array 1 concat is one method of array. Okay, semicolon, within that what I write, next to array 2 array 3 you have to write. Okay, so after concatenation into array 1, what you have to do, just I want to store in another variable, that is called as result. Okay, that is a one variable. Okay, where, okay, only this much. Now I want to save this one. Okay, concat dot html, right? After that what you have to do, just you have to print that value, document dot write. Okay, here you write result like this. Okay, then save, then you have to execute this one. Okay, how you are executing this, just change the name of the file, that is called as concat.html. Okay, that is in same file, so I'm giving, see here, just look, a b c d e f g, these are all in one array, that is called as array 1 with different okay, with semicolon, sorry, comma. Okay, so that is called as the concat. Okay, so this is what the how we're using array values, array methods, right? So now what I will discuss, the next one is pop method. Okay, we already discussed already one, that is called as pop. Suppose I want to delete this one, I am using here also. Okay, pop, what is the pop here? The pop is one method, okay, which is delete the last element of the array. Okay, suppose here there is an array that is called as array 3. Okay, there is a array 3. So here I want to delete this one. Okay, already I created 3 elements in first array 3 array, but I don't want this element, so I want to delete. So what I have to do, just I am writing one document dot write. Okay, document dot write, before deleting, before popping we can write. Okay, so before pop, okay, br, the next line br save. Okay, so first I am printing that value, first I am printing those values. Okay, so here what we will do, array. Okay, array, but what you have to do, this is an array, so how you are printing, using for loop you have to print. Okay, so here I am taking for loop just for, okay, just what I write here. Okay, so here array of I, same thing, same value. So this is before deleting last value, that is called as pop. So just I'm printing, see now, before pop efg, there are 3 values. Okay, there are 3 values. So if you don't want in next line, just you go like this, comma, see now, before deleting efg. Now I want to delete last value, how you are deleting, there is a method called pop. Okay, the method called is pop. So what you have to do, where x is a variable to store a popped value. Okay, pop array. So what you have to do, array dot pop, okay, semicolon. Now what you have to do, same thing you have to write here, just here you write x. Okay, so this is after form. Okay, now I want print like this, g undefined. Okay, it takes only one value. So here we are printing a dot, that means that is deleting g. Okay, so that is deleted value which you are deleting, that value stored in g. If you want to print uh, deleted values, just what you have to do, just array uh, remaining values. Okay, so what you have to put, the remaining values, like within that you have to write I, okay? Then print. See what the remaining values, e and f. If you want to print deleted, just you have to write x, because the x value, deleted value stored in x, right? So that is deleted value that prints. Okay, just I'm giving a new line, that is br, right? Then plus. Okay, so this is called as deleted value. What is the deleted? G. The remaining are undefined. Okay, so now after that, what I'll do, if you want to print the remaining values, if you want to print the remaining values, just give the array of I. See, these are the remaining value e and f. This is called as the array pop. Okay, that means the deleting last value. Okay, deleting last value. If you want to insert new value, that is push. Okay, that is push. If you want to insert new value, okay, how we are writing push, like this. Okay, sorry, like this. Within that you have to give one value x, like this. Okay, see now the x is inserted, right? So like this you can perform the array method. So now these are called as the some few of the array methods. Okay, so now what I will discuss, the JavaScript functions. Okay, the main important concept, if you want to add any logic, if you want to add any logic in the your web programming, okay, web page or website, we need functions. What do you mean by functions? A functions is a set of statements that can perform some specific task, that is called as a function, right? So uh, adding two values, okay, if you want to perform arithmetic operation, we need some functions. Okay, so here we have to discuss a function. Function is a set of statement that can take the inputs from the user and perform some task on that inputs. Okay, do some specific computation or produce some outputs. So basically, the what is the function? Function is a set of statement that perform some particular task or does some computation and then returns the result to the user. That is called as a JavaScript function. Okay, so JavaScript functions are used to perform operations. So if you have to perform some operation, we have to use JavaScript function. We can call JavaScript function many times to reuse the code. Suppose here addition operation, right? Suppose here there is an addition operation in that program. Suppose here, just what I will do, using this function so many times, just calling one time. Okay, you can call many times also. Okay, so just remove these all things. Okay, this is also because we need only script. Okay, this is function program. Okay, so I'm discussing only functions, right? So how you are creating function, you know already. Function keyword. Okay, function is a keyword, then function name. Okay, here I am creating one function, print or hello, whatever it can. You can create your print name. Okay, open and close bracket. Here I'm printing some value. Okay, alert. You can use document dot write ln. Okay, document dot write. Here what I'm writing printing, my name is, sorry, my name is Raj. Okay, so like this. See, now I want to execute this one, which is from concat. Okay, assume this is concat from, or you can save like this, save as function dot html. Okay, then I want to execute this one. So here just you have to provide the name. What is that? Fun, then execute. See, there is no output because why there is no output? Here I didn't call this function. When you call this function, automatically it perform this task, then only print. How you are calling? Just give the function name like this. Okay, just give the function name. Okay, then semicolon. When you give a semicolon, that is called as function calling. Okay, when you call this, that receive the function call and perform something and print the some values. See, now see, it comes, my name is Raju. That is an alert box. Okay, that is called as function calling. If you want to print in document dot write, that is display in browser window. Okay, so document dot write like this. Okay, now say, see, that prints here. See, now within a display area that prints. Okay, that is called as document. If you want to dialog here, that will display in Windows. Okay, so that is like this function calling. See, this is a function definition, this is function calling. We can say this is function calling, right? So this is function declaration or function definition. Function definition, right? I hope this is clear to you. So now how to pass the element, how to pass the parameters sectionally. For example, here I told you, you can write the parameters here also. Just I'm writing parameter 1. Okay, parameter 1. I don't know which type of it is parameter. It is integer, it is number, it is undefined, it is boolean, or it is string. So how you are telling this is a parameter, is a string? So it is automatically takes how you are sending the values. Suppose you are sending the values integer, it's take integer. If you are sending the value boolean, it can take boolean. Okay, so how you are passing the value? Suppose I want to print this para 1. Where you have to print? Just here. My name is here. What you write? Delete this one. Okay, then write plus. Sorry. If you want to print the values, so you write plus. Okay, here I want to print par 1. So, but I didn't pass any value here. In calling function, you have to pass the values of parameter. Okay, this one variable or parameter. So when you create a parameters, just you have to pass the values here. Okay, suppose 1 2 3. But here what I'm doing, I don't want to pass, just I want to run this one. Okay, you can understand. So this is undefined because I created a variable but I didn't assign values, so that is called as undefined value, undefined variable. That is called as undefined, right? So now I want to print some values 1 2 3. Okay, see, it takes 1 2 3. It is integer. Suppose I want to give some character. Okay, a, you take characters, right? If you want to print string value, okay, how you are printing string? Raju is a sequence of character, that is called a string. So now it prints my name is Raju, right? So this is called as how you are passing the element in function calling, right? In function calling. So that is called as parameters. Okay, suppose in what you will do after that, uh, next program is again same function calling. I'm using different function calling here. Okay, so this is one function, parameter 1, parameter 2, and parameter 3. Sorry, 3. There are 3 parameters I am passing. So here what you will do, if you are passing in same function calling only one parameter, what it does, it prints the respective parameter this one. Okay, it print the respective parameter this one. Then so here plus, okay, so plus, okay, comma, then I want to write another one, that is par 2, okay, then plus double quote comma, I'm printing 3 values like this, okay, plus double quote par 3, okay, that is parameters. So that is in not, sorry, outside, right, here like this. Okay, save this one. I want to execute like this, but here I am passing only one value. See, just observe here, just I am passing only one value, but here the what is the definition here, there are 3 parameters in the definition, but in function calling you are not, you are passing only one values. Okay, that is not matched to the 2 values. Okay, so what it does, see, just print the Raju, then the remaining all are undefined, that gives the undefined, right? So next what I'm doing, just copy this one, again I'm calling same function many times. Okay, see, n numbers of time you can reuse that code. I'm reusing again and again this code, so that is called as the function reusability. So again it prints like this, there is no break line here. Okay, so that like this, that is printing. So if you want to print a break line, just give the br, okay, not here, uh, sorry, here, okay, br, dr slash, so just copy this, cut this one, here you have to print, okay, because that gives a new line, sorry, here plus double quote br, okay, save. See, now all are is new line, okay, but all are in undefined because function call is the same. We're calling the same function and many times. I'm calling the same function many times, but I'm passing the only one value because the definition is 3 values. So here I'm passing one more value. Okay, like this. Okay, save. Now see, the second value, it's printed. Okay, then remaining are same, all are same. So here I'm printing again next value, what are we, and the third value is Chickodi. Okay, then save. See, now the 3 values take with 3 parameters, Raju, Otar, Chickodi. Okay, so like this you can pass the parameters. Okay, so this is called as how you pass the different parameters. Okay, so after that I am using one simple concept. When you click the buttons, that calls to the function. Okay, you know already the function calling or login form, registration form, when you click the button, that work with function. Okay, how you creating the function here? So just remove this one, okay, so again here also you have to remove. Okay, okay, just what I'm doing, I'm removing all these things. Okay, so my name is Raju. Suppose my name is Raju, I want to print like this. When you click the button, that will print the my name is Raju. Okay, so what you have to do, in body section, you have to create one form, right? You have to create a form because if you want to store any information, you have to create a form. This is form control. When you create a button, that is called as form control. Okay, so within that form you have to write. Okay, how you are writing? The input is a one tag. Input is a tag that creates any type of form control input. I need a button type equal to, sorry, type equal to, within double quote, button, right? The type equal to button. Okay, so this creates a button. Okay, value, what is the value here? Call function. Okay, what is the value here? You have to call the function, that is the name of the function, call function. Okay, after that we have to call the function. This is the name of the function, this is the name of the button, or click right, then only you can understand. Okay, here I want to call, so every function need to call. Okay, so how we are calling? The print name, just copy this one. Okay, just here paste print name. Okay, then that is right in within double quote. Okay, within double quote you have to write print name. Okay, then equal to, there is a method attribute that is called as on click. When you click that button, that call to the print name. Okay, then close with the input tag, then save. Okay, then come back to the here, see here function from input type, oh, sorry, here, so within a, not in JavaScript, sorry, within a body. Okay, here you are right, this is not from form. Okay, then save, execute. See, that creates a button, right? When you click button, that shows output. See, instead of button, when you click button, that shows output like this. Sorry, function, see, like this. Okay, click like this, that gives a answer. Okay, so how you are calling, this is called how you are calling the using buttons. Okay, so now I want to create an arithmetic operation using function. Okay, so how you are creating arithmetic operation? Just remove these all things. Okay, these all things you have to remove. This one, this one, normal things I'm creating. So function, the, what is the function here? Sum is a function. Here I need two values, value 1 comma value 2, right? Open and close. Here what to do, I am adding two values, that is called as var add equal to val, okay, value 1 plus, sorry, plus value 2, then semicolon, right? So it is adding two values, then you have to print document dot write. Okay, here you are printing, so that is addition is, just I'm giving the name, addition is colon, so after that plus your right add. Okay, then plus double quote, I'm giving the break line. Okay, so br, then, so this is one function. Okay, so if you want to call that function, how you are calling? So there is a function name. Okay, just you have to call like this, just copy this one here, print like this, instead of value 1 value 2, just you have to pass 10 comma 20. Okay, then semicolon is compulsory, so without semicolon it is call, it is does not call. Okay, then save. Just I am printing that one, it is not working or not. See, addition is 30, addition is 30, right? So if you want to use button, here also you can use button. Here when you click the sum, automatically add 30, right? So if you want to create a text box, we need one more element, that is get element by id. Using that element we are accessing the elements, then send that element here, then adding those ones. Okay, so one more function I want to create here, the multiply. Okay, so instead of sum, multiply. multiply. Then here I'm multiply. Okay, multiply. Sorry, multiply. Okay, equal to value 1 plus value 2. So here what I'm doing here, not see here what I'm doing, return. I'm giving the return, how it is written the values. Okay, where it is written you can see. Okay, so when you return the return here, what it does, first it need to call the function. Okay, then add it, then return to the called function where it is you are calling the calling function that is called. Okay, so how you are calling here, same thing, um, multiply. Okay, just copy this one using like this, you have the same calling like this. Okay, then here I'm passing 100 and 100. Okay, 100 comma 100, right, semicolon. Then if you're calling like this, it can takes the values and add it, but it doesn't return. It returns the value where it is stored. After returning where it is stored, there is a one variable we need to store, where okay, x is a value that can store the multiply values after return. Okay, that can store. Then what you have to do, just give them document dot write ln. Okay, write, because you have to print the multiply value using x. Okay, here multiplication. Okay, here multiplication, right, here you have to write x. Okay, then you can see here 200. So but here we are giving addition, just you have to write into. Okay, then see 1000, 10,000, right, 100 into 100, what is that, 10,000, right. So that is what, how you are calling the function, how you are returning, how you are calling the function, how you are returning the values. Okay, so now I'm using some for loop. Okay, how it takes the values and how it prints. Okay, how many times you are printing or checking the values in for loop also. Okay, just I'm using uh, different thing here, just I'm using for loop. So here I'm writing show message. Show message is a function name, open and close. So this is a function, then I want to call this function. Okay, so but here there is no parameters, right, you have to observe how I am writing the programs. Okay, here I'm passing the values, right, I'm passing the values. Then here I'm writing a, or my name I'm writing Raju, then comma. Okay, another parameter I'm passing my surname like this. Okay, then semicolon. So I want to print here document dot write into bracket semicolon. Okay, so that is what, here what you have to print, what we need to print, because if you are passing the any parameter like this a comma b, a comma b, then automatically it takes this is a, this is b, then here you have to print a plus b. A plus b means a value, okay, and b value, that print. See now, see Rajan, what are it prints. Okay, but it is means it is not adding two values a plus b, it is appending after b, the printing the value after a, that is called as the plus meaning. Okay, so that is plus. So suppose if you are passing parameters here within a definition, then only you can call like this. But here I didn't pass any values, how can you print, how can you print the values? So there is a technique that is called as for loop. Okay, so how you are writing a for loop, you know already, looping statement. Okay, where I equal to 0 semicolon, I is less than. Okay, so in that if you want to access these two values, what you have to write, arguments dot length, semicolon I plus plus, I plus plus. Okay, open, then here you have to close. Okay, in that write, what you have to write? Argument dot, okay, argument of I value. Okay, because it checks the argument, which argument we are passing to the this function definition, that takes argument. But here I didn't any mentioned parameter. So if you want to mention, you didn't mention parameter, you can take like this argument of length, then finding the length of the parameters you are sending, that takes in for loop I value I plus 1 I plus 2 like this, that store in this subscript in like array. Okay, then it prints. So after that, what I'm doing, I'm giving a break br, because there are two values. Okay, br like this. Okay, save. See now it takes, right, two values, because here some people are telling, when you pass the parameters like this p1 comma p2, okay, then only we can call like this. So that is not a thing. Okay, just you can call like this also, but here just you have to use for loop, just you have to use for loop like this. Okay, here what I will do, the index starts from 0, I is less than argument dot length. There are how many arguments we are passing? Suppose I am passing 10, 20, 30, 40. Here how many arguments? There are 5 plus 2, 7. See now, like this, how n numbers of parameters you can pass here. Okay, so that takes as an argument and print it using array like this. So that is what the functions. Okay, this is what a function, how we have to create, how we have to write the call. Okay, how we have to call the functions, right? These are called as the function calling. Okay, you know already how to send a parameters, how to create the buttons, and how to create, when you click the buttons, how to it display the values. So those are called as the functions in JavaScript. I hope this is clear to you. Okay, so this is all about the JavaScript. Okay, these are the some important, only important. Okay, so you have to read these all things in your exams. Okay, I wish you all the best for your exams. Okay, keep reading. Okay, so this is very important stage when you in final year. Okay, so just you have to pass all these things, all subjects, and also lab and project also. Okay, so first you have to concentrate on theory classes, theory exam. After that lab, I already given a journal. Okay, so what you have to do, just print that journal, don't write. Okay, there is no time for writing, just take a printout and bind it. Okay, any color, for example pink, you have to take a pink color and bind it. Okay, so don't come for the sign, principal sign and mind sign. Okay, don't come, because at the time of while you are coming in lab exam, just they are taking, then only. Okay, so that is journal. So here, for example, in your lab I am giving only 10 program, but in journal you have to write all whatever I given file. Okay, you have to take all programs, then bind it. Okay, so spiral binding. So in your exam there is no uh, php program. Okay, expect uh, sessions and cookies also there in exam. There are 10 programs. Okay, 1 to 8, then 11, 12. These are the programs available in we are giving the in exam. Okay, these all things. Okay, so this is the revision classes we completed. Okay, already given third unit, fourth unit important questions with solved question paper. Fifth unit is also I already given. Okay, just concentrate on only important questions. Okay, so when you prepare all three units, you get out of out. If you need any extra marks, okay, so extra marks means you didn't need any third unit. Okay, if you want to read fourth unit also, you can read fifth unit also. Okay, so this is all about the revision classes. If you have any doubts, just ping a message with chat. Okay, WhatsApp, you have sent any a message to the WhatsApp. Okay, not in a group, directly you can send personally. Okay, so this is all about the revision classes. Thank you.